Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with a different type of video today. Given that we are so close to Christmas, I thought I'd go through some typical Spanish sweets that you will find on Christmas dinner tables or Christmas lunch tables at this time of year here in Spain. You probably guessed by now that these are the typical turrones or nougat type snacks that you'll find here in this country, and there's a couple of other things as well that maybe you are not familiar with. The majority are unique to Spain, I think, or at least very popular in Spain. Maybe you'll find them in Italy and some Latin American countries, and of course this one here, as you probably realized, an Italian Christmas snack that has been incorporated into Spanish culture as if it were a Spanish product. Panettone. Now let's get into the video, and I'm going to be trying 3 types of turon. I'm going to be trying this thing here, which is called fruta confitada, candied fruit, I think we call it in English, and also the panettone, which I'm going to be honest is one of my favorites. Less so the turrones. I like them, but I find that they are a little bit sweet for my liking, so I'll try them now, but I'm not one of these people that absolutely rips into turon at this time of the year, primarily because, as I said, it's a little bit too sweet, and also I don't want to get too fat, which would be a side effect of eating these products all the time. So what do we got on the table here? Well, I've got this one here. I've opened the packets. So this one here is called turon crema de almendras, okay, and from what I can see here, it's a soft turon. Remember that here in Spain there's normally 2 types of turon, hard and soft, or soft and hard. I'm not sure whether I've got a hard one here or not. I think I've got 2 soft ones, and this one is a little bit harder, I think. But normally, as I said, there's 2 types of turrones. They come from the Alicante region. You've got one called turon de Gijona, which is like this one here, soft. And you've got a hard one, which I imagine is like this one here, which comes from Alicante, and that's just called turon de Alicante, or hard, or turon duro, as they would say here. So what do we got? Well, we're going to open these up and try them, and also the candied fruit, and also the panettone, and we'll see what they are like. Now, if you're living here in Spain, you're probably familiar with these products because you can find them in the supermarkets leading up to Christmas and sometimes after Christmas as well. As I said a minute ago, normally 2 types of turon here in Spain, but over the years different types have crept into the market, which are some that I've got here today, basically because consumer demands. People want different things. You can buy turon sticks nowadays as well, which are quite expensive, but a lot of people are turning to those as well. But lots of variety when it comes to turon in this country. So let's get started on this one here. I'll put the box on the side there. Now I've got my scissors and my knife to open this product up. So let's get cracking here with this. Hopefully I can open it up in one go and it won't get too messy, because as I said, this is a soft turon, so you'll notice that when it comes out of the packet it will be quite soft on the plate. Now the difference between the 2 types of turon here in Spain, the soft and the hard, well, obviously apart from one being soft and the other being hard, they're both almond based, so sugar, eggs, honey, almonds for example. But what they do with the soft one is that they crush the almonds beforehand, okay? Whereas in the hard turon, you'll find that the almonds they're like whole almond pieces inside, which is what makes it hard, obviously, and quite brittle. But as we can see here, this one very, very soft. So I'll put that there on top of the box. Let's try this out. Now, I will say that these are not the most expensive turrones that you will find in a supermarket. I went for home brand, supermarket brands. I went to the local supermarket and picked these up. But the quality, nonetheless, is quite good. And that's a characteristic about turon here, that it is a protected product. It has a special denomination of origin, if you like. Gijona, the soft one. Alicante, the hard one. And they are protected. So that's why you'll see that even on the box here, it will say turon de Gijona, which means that it is that protected. This one here, turon de crema de almendras, Okay, so not bad. I think it's going to be similar to this one here, so I'll leave that on the plate. I'll just try a little bit more. Soft, and you can taste the almonds coming through. So not a bad turon, that one there. Now, we'll move on to the second one here. Now, as I said, this is not a traditional one. This is turon de crema de cacahuete. So it's like peanut butter turon, if you like. I'll put the box there. Again, supermarket brand, nothing fancy. And this is one of the varieties, as I said, that have crept into the market over the last few years because people want different types, different tastes, and things like that. So I'll see if we can open this one up. Let me see. There we go. See if we can open this packet up. Right, so we can see here that, again, it's a soft turon. The packet's giving me a bit of grief here. I'll just open that. And the difference between this one and the other one, of course, if this turon here had almonds, this one has peanuts. So that's one of the differences here. So let's get this one here and try it. Same texture, but the difference, which stands out a mile away, almond, peanut. Now, if you like peanut butter, the crunchy peanut butter, this is fairly similar. Not exactly the same, of course, but growing up in Australia, we used to put peanut butter on our toast in the mornings, smooth or crunchy, and I would say that this is fairly similar to a crunchy peanut butter. So if you like peanuts and you like peanut butter, this turon here could be for you. If you've got a nut allergy, obviously not, but that's not my case, which is why I can enjoy these typical Spanish Christmas treats. Now the third one, turon de Gijona. Again, we can see here the box, supermarket brand, nothing fancy. Again, we will open it up. See how we go here. And again, another soft turon, as we can see here, turon blando. And I haven't got a hard turon, so I've made a mistake there. I should have got one really. But I find that they can be, or the turon, the hard turon or the turon duro can be a little bit too hard for my liking. And of course, you get a little bit nervous with your teeth when you crunch into one of these hard turones. But I do enjoy them, but not as much as I enjoy the soft one. Again, creamy. You've got that almond paste in your mouth, and you can really taste the almonds. They really come through. So I think I read somewhere that up to 60% almonds in these things. The rest sugar, eggs. But as I said, very, very sweet. Now, time to move on to another thing that you will find on Christmas dinner tables here in Spain at this time of year. And it is fruta confitada, candied fruit. I think we can also call it fruta glacée. I think maybe there's a French origin there as well. But I looked into it, and the origin of this is that it goes back to something like the 14th century when people were looking for ways to preserve fruit, of course, and by putting it in sugar, I think, which is what they do here. They're able to preserve the fruit for a certain amount of time, and it's become a Christmas treat here in Spain. Let's see what we've got here. We've got orange, we've got a pear, we've got a cherry, we've got, I'm not sure what this one is, we've got pineapple, I think. I think the ingredients are here, so I'll just check what's inside. Let me have a look here if I can see. So pear, cherry, orange, apricot, and that's all. So I thought maybe there was another type of fruit here. And plum. Sorry, there's a plum in here as well. So those are the different types of fruit that we've got. So there's no pineapple. I thought maybe that was pineapple, but it is not the case. Now I'm going to try the pear. I often like a pear. I've never tried one of these. So let's dig in and see. We can see that it is an actual pear. I'll put that there for the camera so you can see that there. which has been confitada, as they say. And again, very, very sweet. But you eat these things in moderation. You don't sit down and have a whole block of turon. You don't sit down and have a whole packet of these, because they're just too sweet. But every now and again, Christmas time, when they're on the table, grab something, try it out. That was a cherry. And that actually reminds me, I think sometimes when you buy pastries in Australia, you might get one of these on top. You know, if you buy some type of pastry from the bakery, you could get this type of fruit on top. That's at least what it tasted like to me. Now, the final thing, this one here, the panettone. Panettone classico. We can see that there, panettone classico. Again, supermarket brand. It's a mini one. These are quite big. And I'll tell you a story about these. Back in Australia, when I worked for an Italian gentleman, every Christmas he used to give us a panettone. Now, I didn't like them back in the day. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't something that I was used to eating. But since I've been living in Spain, and in the last 10, 15 years maybe, these have become quite common at Christmas time, I have developed a liking for the panettone again. Now, I know it's not a Spanish thing, it's an Italian thing, but as I said at the beginning of the video, the Spanish have picked up on these as if it were a Spanish type of food. Now, I'm just going to rip into it. I probably could cut the top off it, but I'm just going to break it with my hands. If you haven't tried this, basically it's just like a sweet loaf of bread, I think, with raisins or sultanas in it. Quite buttery, the taste. A lot of butter in it, I think. And it's one of these things that I remember going back to that story that I was saying before, that my boss at the time, he used to get a glass of milk, panettone, dip it in, and then away he went. And that was his snack at Christmas time, because you only used to see him around that December period back in Australia as well, because it is a Christmas treat in Italy. And as I said, it's crept into Spanish tradition as well. But I like them. A glass of milk, dip it in, and away you go. Just as if it were a sponge cake or something like that. So there we go. Those are some typical treats that you will find on Christmas tables here in Spain that people normally have after their Christmas dinner or after their Christmas lunch. Maybe you won't find this on every Christmas table. You probably won't find panettone on every Christmas table, but I can almost guarantee that you will find turon on virtually every Christmas table for dinner or lunch here in Spain, because it is an absolute must for the majority of the population. You've got the soft turon. I didn't get a hard turon, turon duro. I only got turon blando, which was a mistake. I should have got one, but I didn't. In fact, we had one the other day, but we gave it to somebody as a Christmas present because they like it more than us. The fruta confitada, very, very sweet, tasty also. Panettone, a standard here in Spain nowadays. So as I said, if you walk into any Spanish supermarket, you are going to find these products. So I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Debate the video out as you normally do. If you've tried these products, let us know what you think of them. Are they too sweet? Are they just right for you? What do you think of these other varieties of turon that are creeping into supermarkets nowadays? Let us know in that comment section below. It's the 24th of December, so I'm going to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody out there. I hope you have a fantastic 25th of December and a fantastic festive season. And hopefully I'll see you guys early next week with another video. So hasta luego. Feliz Navidad.